probably know, we've had a bit of a rough ride over the past month, and today could be the day that we get a big stinky weight off our shoulders.
We've been back and forth with the dealership of the stink box for weeks now and received their final response last video. The dealership said if we take the van back, they're willing to give us a refund.
This is where it gets a bit tricky because it doesn't say we're willing to give you a full refund, it says we're willing to give you a refund, also what's the mileage on the van.
We were a bit skeptical because of the way it was worded, so we got back in touch to make sure that we weren't wasting any more time.
The last thing we need is to waste more time right now, especially because we've got so much going on, and knowing our luck, they were going to be really awkward about it, so we just needed to make sure that we had everything in place before we left.
And of course, Dave was absolutely up for a road trip, so we wouldn't be going alone. Oh, and Liana made egg sandwiches.
We'll talk about that a little later, because we've got 2 chairs to put in.
Right then, this morning we're working on getting those chairs in that are going to sit behind the driver's side. This meant Dave had to head under the van to tighten the screws that were holding the seat base into place. Meanwhile, I was on the top side holding the bolts still so he could actually tighten them. So am I just holding the bolt and the washer?
Yep.
Bloody hell!
Have you got the tool on it?
You didn't say to put the tool on it!
Yeah, well you're trying to you were trying to do that with your fingers?
Yeah!
Oh, come on.
I wondered why you did that! Alright, go on then. I got the hang of it in the end. Probably wouldn't have done that with my fingers. Signed a waiver. Now I knew to use the tool and not my fingers, we had them tight in no time. Oh, the whole thing just fell apart.
The tool has. The most robust tool I own.
All I did was held it.
What have you done to it? Guaranteed for life they are.
We're destroying the whole workshop.
Right. I'll fix this and then we'll carry on.
Right, okay. Good stuff. Brilliant start to the day then. We did eventually pick up the pace and got the base finished, so it was time to test the chairs. How's that?
Pretty solid.
So how does it fold? Pretty smart, that.
It's inside a box.
A few minutes later and Dave had both seats in place, and if I'm honest with you, all of this sitting around watching has given me some awful gas.
Yep.
That's not so divine.
Right into the mic. Hello. Oh no.
Right then, time to lower the handbrake. And to be honest with you, I'm still a little bit annoyed with Dave for damaging it.
Is that clearing the handbrake?
I think so, yeah. Nope. That was a crunch.
Come on.
So that's the part that we were missing, just that one little...
This little bit here that we're going to put in there, which will lower the whole thing down.
But how does it lower it?
Because, I don't know. Just asking questions.
And then maybe we can swivel without damaging the handbrake.
That's the dream.
Right. Ah, yes.
That's for me.
The easy swivel chair.
Are you pulling it really?
I'm pulling it as hard as I can. We're in full bicep motion. You know what? Get rid of it. I don't want to swivel this side anyway. We'll just have a passenger swivel. Are we clear of the handbrake?
Just a minute.
We don't want
I
any
don't
more
want to
scuffs.
be responsible for this. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Whoa.
Still.
Hey, we've done 90, boys. Hold on, hold on.
Hit the wall.
We've got a problem here. It ain't getting past here, Dave.
It's not going to go past there.
The bracket's in the way. There's absolutely no way that it's swiveling past there, which indeed sucks. So as you can see, we were once again struggling with the swivel chair. After blaming the manufacturers multiple times, we eventually realised that these were indeed made in Germany, hence the German instructions.
Understamped chair.
Craft fart. Where they actually drive on the right-hand side of the road.
So we removed the swivel bracket once again and replaced it with the opposite side, and I got to show off my tool talent one more time.
Just so you think you've seen it all, new tech has come out.
How's your hand doing that?
And once the chair was back on, it was time for another swivel test.
Right.
We're in. Do you want to do the swivel test?
Ooh.
Oh.
We've cleared. Oh.
Oh no, what?
Can't get past the steering wheel.
Yay!
That's a 180, that is.
Woo! And now back again.
Hold on. I've got to have a sit in it first.
Wait, does it not lock when it's that way? You just constantly swivel on it?
Hold on,
Mind that chisel.
It's alright, we'll sign a waiver. You look like Jake from the Tweenies.
Yeah, I can see how this would be comfortable.
Dave looks tiny next to you now.
Next on the menu of activities was finishing off the insulation on the walls and roof. We basically just needed to fill in the gaps. So Dave cut the pieces to size and I was in charge of splodging.
Welcome to a new day. I know what we're doing today because Dave's just told me.
Wow, I mean, look how cute our little boy is.
Oh yeah,
today.
look.
You've no idea what we're doing if I've just told you.
I do.
You don't listen.
We're going to cut some plywood.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're going to line it up to the roof.
right,
We're going to make sure it fits.
okay,
We're going to paint it black.
yeah,
That was better than I expected. That was pretty good.
yeah, most points nailed.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get some slats. And then they go up as well.
Very good.
Right, first job of the day, cutting this, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at the mess in here.
We then held the boards to the roof so we could measure where they'd need to be cut.
What's 670 minus 165?
What? Wait, can I have it again? I wasn't listening.
670
670.
minus 165.
We've all got phones, guys. Come on, calculators built in. Once we'd worked out that 670 minus 165 was in fact 505 and most definitely not 402. 402?
No, definitely not that.
Dave cut the rest of the roof boards to size.
Oh, look at that.
Is that perfecto?
He doesn't look pleased.
I'm not pleased.
He's not pleased. Is that Liana's measuring stuff, or is it?
Oh, I didn't measure.
Like,
I
who's-
didn't measure.
Who's to blame for that? Was it the math? Was it the math skill?
Yes. Next, we had to hold the wood up to the roof with these support poles so that we could drill holes into the van roof and then screw it into place.
We were supposed to do the rest using the same process so that we had a complete roof, but we ended up going home, so Dave finished it off by himself. Well, today is the day.
And it actually is the day this
It is the day.
Yes,
Today's a good
exactly.
day. We hope. I mean, it's our life. Anything could happen. So, where do we go from here?
Well, the van's going back. The van's going back.
So the van's going back. And I did specify a full refund,
Yeah,
which is
we've got it-
exactly
we've
what we're
got it in
getting.
right.
So we're just waiting for Dave to arrive, so we can have one last sniff check, you know, for memories, old
Yeah.
times. Dave is risking his health and well-being for
stink
our
box.
money.
I have made him an egg sandwich though.
Yeah, you know, they stink.
And I told him there was an eclair on offer, but I think he might think the pastry, but we've got the caramel chocolates.
Bless him. Once this is gone, it's out of our heads and we're kind of just focusing on our new van.
Yeah, do you know what? It did seem a little bit dodgy to begin with though, because they were like, bring your bank card, the boss is on holiday, so we can't do a transfer. And then using your card, what's the refund? Is it 3 to 5 days to get it back? Can take up to 30 days?
Yeah, so they're basically trying to give us a payment method that we'd have to wait for the payment, and I just replied like, yeah, we don't really feel comfortable doing that, so it's either like we're just going to linger until the payment goes through, you can get your boss to transfer it, or we'll come back another day. And they said, oh yeah, we'll just get the boss to transfer it, so it's still on for today, luckily. And it's nice and sunny.
Nice day, isn't it?
It's a nice day to take a stink box for a road trip. But obviously we didn't want to put Cozy back in it, which is, like Liana said, why Dave's coming to help us out, because it is a health risk at the end of the day. Here he is, the man of...
Here he is, the lens cap.
Here he is, the man at the moment. Like I said, Dave's thankfully taken on for the team, risking his health for our safety and Cozy's safety. Very nice of you, Dave. Here is the key.
Right, thank you very much.
Should we do one last sniff test in the back before we leave? I think
I'll
it's
put my hazmat suit on.
before you put your hazmat on, yeah. There's actually a mask there, but it's been worn, so I don't think you should...
I probably won't.
No.
Which is the higher risk.
Oh, it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad.
It's not as bad as
It's
it was, but
Well,
it's...
we made it better.
Yeah, well, we've bloody cleaned it.
That's the one thing I'm annoyed about. We're giving them a better van back.
We we use on this?
All of them.
Yeah, they're all of them. Yeah. We'll see you on the other side then.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
How you feeling?
Well,
you think it's going to go smooth?
I'm just hoping that everyone's in a good mood because the sun's out, guns out. We just walk in and go, yeah, whatever, check the van over, have a sniff, you'll smell it, whatever.
I mean, they'll look at it. They'll look at it and think, "Wow, what a great van!" Because that's how well we've cleaned it
out and we've put new flooring.
Might knock them out with the smell.
But it's us, so literally anything could happen.
Touch wood.
Anything. We're back for another day. Now you might be thinking, whoa guys, you were just taking the van back. What's going on? How are you now here? Well, the power of time, because that was yesterday and it's now the next day. So basically what happened was we went there, the guy behind the counter, as soon as we walked through, was like this in his pocket, and I thought, hold on, this is dodgy. So I stepped in the door, bam, pulls out his pistol. I thought, whoa, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get a refund, mate. Like, we don't need violence. So Liana, luckily, came with Dave's Stanley blade that she hid in her back pocket, whacks it out, says, come on then, if you want a piece of this. And he's gone, oh no, look guys, we don't need to be violent like this. Should we tell the real story now?
I'm just curious what kind of pistol he got out, to be honest.
Yeah. Ugh. So basically, it went pretty much as smooth as we thought it would go.
Yeah.
Dave walked in, gave him a swift headbutt, and we basically just stole their bank card and gave ourselves the money back. That didn't work, so what we did was we went in with Cozy.
I just already know.
Threw Cozy at him for a distraction. Obviously, when a baby's coming towards you, you're going to grab him. So I've ran up, jumped off a piece of wood that was on the floor next to him.
Oh my.
Chinned him, really hurt actually. I should have had a shave because my facial hair got caught in his zipper. I'm on the floor bleeding out. These stories could go on for days. Let's just tell the truth.
They came out, walked around the van, went, yeah, that's fine. Went in.
Yeah, that's fine, but you do not find that cheeky? Like, we walked, he went, yeah, it looks the same as it was. No, it doesn't look the same. We've put a brand new floor in there and we've used 14 bottles of Sif to get rid of the stank that was living under the flooring.
Vaxxed the seats.
I vaxxed the seats. I mean, it still stank. It's just the fact that he walked out and went, yeah, that's pretty much the same. And I thought, great, brilliant, whatever, just give him my money back. So, we went back inside, he rang his boss, they did the bank transfer, and we've got our money back, and we also don't have the van anymore. So, I mean, that's the boring version. But if we'd like to revert to my previous versions...
probably not.
Okay, that episode is officially over, which is nice, because now we get to concentrate on this van and actually get something done.
I just had to kill a bug in the bathroom.
Don't tell Dave.
You killed it? Why? What was it? What kind of bug?
Well, it looked like a black wasp.
That wasn't a bee, was it?
If it was a bee, that would upset me as well.
That's not alright.
No, that's actually not alright. If you've killed a bee, I'm not happy with that.
It looked like a black wasp. I mean, it's on the floor if anyone
What
wants
sound did it make?
Well, it didn't because it was just on the wall, but it looked threatening, so I hit it with your e-cover.
She's using your product.
What? The washing up liquid?
Yeah.
I feel like after all of that, we ended that chapter pretty abruptly and strangely. Like, it was actually way more stress than we just conveyed in what we just said.
Oh, absolutely.
And also, thank you for everyone that commented helping us and letting us know pretty much what rights we had, because we were in the dark. I mean, luckily we had Dave and Helen helping us, but you guys really helped too, so we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And to be honest with you, what a relief that that's over. And now we can just concentrate on getting this van done. If I had to say anything, I'd say just don't do what I did. It wasn't even Liana's fault. I rushed into that purchase.
I actually did say that I had a really dodgy feeling about that place and that van.
Just don't rush into it. Thoroughly check the vans.
Check the holes, check under the seats, like you're well within your right to do that.
Don't be scared to ask questions.
Take someone who knows what they're looking for.
Yeah, take someone with you. I think, just take someone that knows about vans, because you don't want to end up in the situation we did. But it's over now, put it to bed. Let's build this van so we can start van life. Bit hot today, isn't it? Hey, barbecue weather that is. Today we started taking down those boards we put up yesterday so that Liana could paint them.
Oh, so it doesn't fall on your head.
That's what I wanted our help with, you know?
You've been replaced.
By machinery. And this is how the world's going anyway. I mean, you walk into a supermarket now, there's more self-checkouts than there is people.
Nice.
So you definitely know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right, you've got 60 seconds to do the whole panel. Go.
Go.
No.
One.
Well, the timer started.
Well, where's the... Oh, it's like that. Wait, I got I now had to drill the holes in the wood where the screws will sit. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm sure Dave gave a fantastic explanation before I started.
Oh my...
That's what he told me to do!
I've never seen anyone sand like that in my life.
After Connor rudely insulted my sanding technique, I pushed on and made sure the surface was as smooth as the demented squid making its way back to the ocean. And then Connor did what he does best, whacked out the hoover and made sure that there was no dust or wood on the surface so I could start to paint.
Right then.
Yep.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is some...
Good painting?
It's a good paint job, that.
Yep.
Right, so the idea is you paint this whole board for what reason?
Yeah, exactly.
You just know that you're painting.
I just know that I'm painting.
Why do we paint this board, Dave?
So it's flat.
Why?
Because it's going behind the slats.
Okay.
I had to do this on 4 pieces of wood, and it might seem easy to you, but let me tell you. Well, actually, it was pretty easy, but it felt good to be assigned a job that I could confidently complete.
Right, power check.
So just wired that up.
Right, what's that? The fan?
That's the fan, sorry. Ignore that, that's just for the lights when they're done. That's just an old car battery. I'm going to hold the black and the red wire onto that.
That sounds dangerous.
There's 12 volts, but it is very dangerous.
Right, okay.
You two are then going to press the on and off button and see if anything actually happens.
Yeah,
if it doesn't, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It might mean that the battery's flat.
I'm just going to record you just in case it like sparks, blows. I don't know. Just could be good.
Do one of you want to do it?
No.
Definitely not.
No, I don't think so.
Danger Dave.
I value my life.
Danger Dave. Back
Right.
at it again.
So I'm holding that to the positive, that to the negative. It might go beep. Oh, it did. Okay. Press the.
Whoa! You're mad. Oh my god, you just shorted your back. Did you bring spare undies? It wasn't me!
Next on the list was to drill 2 holes through the roof for the solar panel cables to drop through.
Why have you drilled holes if it's going through there?
That's just ventilation.
Oh, so that's just
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the hilarious ventilation joke, the cables were then fed through the newly drilled holes.
How do you feel about your paint job?
Oh, I did great. You want to go and see? I think it's probably dry now. Is it dry now? Probably dry now.
Should be dry now.
That is a really good job. I really like the matte paint. Lovely, right.
Well, I think that's it for today.
Is it?
At least, I don't know. Dave?
Sun's out, guns out.
Dave?
Dave's just plugging the holes.
Dave's making us a barbecue.
Pardon?
What?
Is that it for today, Dave?
I think that's it. Floyd's coming home, so I need to go and see that he's alright.
Yeah, you got to check on Floyd. Right then. We'll catch you in the morning.
We are back. Hello.
Hello.
What have you done?
What have you done?
What have you done? Well, we've wired up the solar panel.
Oh.
Run the cables here.
Have you checked if it works yet?
No, we're going to do that to
Okay.
find out whether your drilling mishap has caused any proper damage.
I hope not.
We'll get the multimeter out and you can test it.
Okay. Right, so that's what happened to them holes that we drilled yesterday. Well, you drilled yesterday.
Yeah.
It's
so
now
we need
cabled.
to sort out the insulation there as well now. So go around. Don't. It all gets held up by those boards that you were expertly painting as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which need to be painted
They
again
do need
today.
another coat.
I used all the paint.
Okay. And we got the Starlink, so we can whack this out the box and
That's our internet.
see if it fits. Yeah, this is our internet. We just decided that we wanted really good internet because obviously we need to upload videos and stuff wherever we go. So we decided Starlink because it's pretty good. So see if that fits, I guess.
Don't untie it all. Is that what you're about to do?
I thought it might have gone in and out.
It's like being back at school for Dave, working with children.
That's why he's so great at it. Anyway, time to test the solar panel.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to say it anyway.
What, you think we get bored of your explanations?
No, I'm not saying you get bored. I just think you don't listen sometimes.
Is it because of my editing where I'd make the loud tinnitus noise and the blur and the fade?
Well, that might have something to do with it. Yeah.
No, go on, explain.
Right,
We will
okay.
listen this time.
Right,
Open your ears.
That solar panel should be putting out a voltage and the current. The voltage we're expecting to see is 30 odd volts.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing we're going to check. If it's not, then you broke it.
Right, so this needs to be showing 30 volts or more.
Ish.
What about 28?
That'll be alright.
Okay.
Basically, if it's 0, then
It's
we're
buggered.
in trouble.
Right.
Look at that!
34.1!
Woo!
Okay.
You didn't break
Above
it.
and beyond.
So, it's got a voltage, but we also need a current from it. We're going to get a little spark.
Oh, I better stand back then.
Alarm.
Get back.
There's got to be a better way of doing this, but never mind.
Woo!
Whoa!
Oh.
What's it saying?
13.6.
Whoa!
Oh. Yeah, it's only good for 10 amps that, so I probably shouldn't have done that. But anyway.
We nearly died! We've signed a waiver, we're fine.
He's got the power!
We just nearly welded the van. There's 463 watts of solar power coming from that solar panel.
Is that good?
Which is pretty good for a 410 watt solar panel.
Oh.
You've improved it.
You've actually made it better. You've added some power.
But anyway, you've not broken the solar panel.
But we did almost set alight the van. It's all right, yeah.
Nothing bad happened.
No. So Liana's over here finishing off the dodgy paint job she did yesterday.
It wasn't a dodgy paint job!
It was, Dave said so. I believe you said terrible or something.
It's the best painting I've ever seen, but it is going to need another coat because the paint's crap.
I don't recognise that quote.
No, seriously though, it just needs another coat. So Liana's finishing that off. Probably covering herself in paint, no doubt. Dave's finishing off his holes. And yeah, I'm here with the cam. Oh, that's perfect, that. Yeah. Dave and I then finished the installation with this silver sheet. I really wish I could tell you the technical terms for the stuff in these videos, but you're on Connor and Liana's channel at the end of the day, so what do you expect? Dave got a bit of glue on the roof, and I was giving tape peeling duty. Is that my job, is it?
Well, for now.
Tape peeler.
Tape peeler.
Painter, everything I guess, and tape peeler.
Yeah, I'm hooverer.
Oh, you're right, I did hoover. Yeah, you're a great hoover. Thanks, babe. Right then, it's just got to be precise.
Fairly, basically.
Why have you given me the precise end then?
It's a very good question. That is a very good question.
We then did the same thing again until the whole roof was covered. I even got to do a bit of taping. Right, what have we got here, Dave?
So this is a sample of what your kitchen cupboard doors could look like.
What do you think about it?
We said sage, right? But the thing is, you can't really gauge the colour.
You can't gauge the sage, yeah.
No.
You can't gauge the sage.
Right there, what's it?
Dave can't gauge the sage.
So you've seen it?
I've seen
Yeah.
it.
What
This
are your
isn't
honest-
a reveal for me. This is just
Honest
taking it out of the
opinion then?
box.
If
I like it.
Oh, you do?
I think it's a nice colour.
It can
Okay.
either be too light.
I'd rather it be on the light side than the dark side. I think, right? Oh no, if it's too light, it looks a bit plasticky. Okay, right, come on, just reveal.
Okay.
Perfect.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
Helen said she couldn't have picked, there was loads to choose from, this is the one she'd have picked, she couldn't have picked a better one.
Yeah, that's
No, I
literally
agree.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's not too sage.
It's not too like
Greeny, yeah. Because greeny can look a bit odd. Oh, I like it. I actually really like it. So this is going to be all of our cupboards inside, which is really cool. It's quite low key as well. It's not in your face. Yeah, I love it. Well done, Helen. Now that the silver sheets were in place, it was time to screw the wood that Liana had painted back in place. But this wasn't as easy as you might think.
Can you see that from where you are?
no. What am I looking for?
The hole.
The hole, the end of the screw and the hole.
The big hole.
The hole, the screw hole that's been drilled.
Well, I've got sticky. I can't see.
Do you want to swap sides?
No, you...
Oh, that's not my fault.
Well, that's
you
why
pulled
we're in
it.
charge
You
of that
pulled
end.
it.
There's got to be an easier way.
No, this is the easy way. This is normally me on my own.
We got there in the end, though.
Look at that.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, goodness me. I'll get there. Now we just needed to screw the rest in place.
What, so?
It's gone through the wood.
Oh. As long as it's just that one, we should be alright. Don't do it
I
again.
don't think I should carry on doing this. You're working hard over there. I've broken our ceiling.
You actually?
The screw went through the wood.
Was it broken?
No, it's not broken, but yeah.
Why are you filming me eating my beef and mustard sandwich?
Ah, beef and mustard, you weirdo.
Get it off.
What's your first response if someone breaks into your house? You're in bed, you're in bed, smash, you've heard a window shatter, someone's in, you can hear them walking around your living room.
It's a good question.
Do you run at them? Do you hide? Do you let them do their thing and leave? Do you approach them?
If they confront us, then you fight, but you don't need to go and confront them.
You're leaving them to
Still-
take their stuff. and leave.
I might try and get a picture of them. Could you try and confuse them? maybe go outside, like knock on the front door or something while they're down there. It's sort of,
Oh, tactics.
Well, how would you get out to the front door?
Window.
out through the window.
Out.
I think being weird is probably the best.
Run downstairs naked.
That sort of thing, or
Fully naked.
ring the house phone downstairs, see if they pick up.
Yeah.
Who's got a house phone?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's weird.
Well, you can't. It's cheaper to have your broadband with.
We're getting somewhere.
And just like that, we've got a bloody roof.
We have done so much this week. I'm being rewarded with complimentary drum lessons
From Dave.
from Dave.
Right, we'll see how that goes.
Drummer Dave.
Wow. I just know that this is just going to be a hell of a noise.
It's going to be very loud.
It will. It is.
Adjust your
Mic.
Adjust your mic settings.
Yeah.
To
Oh, just completely off.
So your left foot's going on the pedal.
Look. You got to take this seriously.
Got to. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just with that. You don't need your finger on the end of the stick like that.
Not like
It's not a wand.
Your foot, your right foot, is going to go on the 1 and the 3. So it's going to go 1 and 2. Forget that for now. Forget that.
Right, what's happening?
I did it.
You did it.
And now Dave's going to show us how it's really
So
done.
next week you're doing this.
Oh, next.
So that's next week.
That's next week.
Right.
I'm bringing my triangle next week.
Oh, okay.